We are bringing back Formula One to Adelaide Street Circuit here in Australia. It's been a long time. Formula One had about a 10-year stretch on this street circuit from 1985 to 1995, but now we've brought 2023 F1 cars onto the circuit here now, as it is a very, very fun street circuit that kicks off with this opening chicane. Really, really unique to start a racing circuit with a chicane nowadays. As you can see, some cars struggling right there. We get past Hulkenberg, Zhou Guanyu as well, right to the back of Verstappen, as well as Lewis Hamilton here now. As you can see, Zhou's able to get back along my left side, but this part of the circuit, a very, very fun stretch of corners here that goes, very rhythmatic. You get on the gas hard, on the brakes hard, on the gas hard again, on the brakes hard again. You go through the right, left, right, and then double right-hander as I get into the back of Hamilton. But a lot of passing opportunities in the first half of this circuit, and then you have this drag race down towards the sweeping right-hander. Got to be very careful. You can keep it pinned in an F1 car, but just got to be careful when there's other cars around you, and you don't want to go too deep at the end of this straightaway, because you do that right there now as we go way too deep into the corner. But a big passing opportunity right there. This is a street circuit that is all about punting Esteban Ocon as well as passing opportunities. Now, kind of have to follow through these final couple of corners, but another opportunity for a really good overtaking spot right here in this final turn. So, street circuits nowadays, you see a lot of kind of windy, narrow, really quick sections, but you get something like this that really presents a lot of passing opportunities now, which is great to see. But obviously, it's been almost 30 years, since F1 has come to Adelaide. I wasn't even born yet when they had finished racing at this circuit here. Now, as we were having a bit of a scrap with Verstappen tucking back in behind him, get that slipstream going wheel to wheel. Absolute balls to the wall kind of moment right there. I don't know if you'd want to go side by side through their IRL, but it once again sets up for a very heavy braking zone right here, getting down to second gear right behind Esteban Ocon again, looking to get past him right here in this final corner. But really hard on the inside here in Adelaide. It's really hard to make an overtake in some of these corners. The outside can just kind of get that run off, and you just kind of have to set them up, be patient with it now as we come through towards this braking zone. And this is the stretch of the circuit that leads to these 90-degree right-hander, then the left-hander, then the right-hander again. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a stretch of Azerbaijan, just a lot shorter. But once you get through that, you of course head back through here, and look at us continuing to work our way forward from dead last. Don't worry about the lap count in the top left. Just pay attention to the top of the screen, that small little rectangle that if you're watching on like your phone, you probably can't even make what that says out. Lap 3 of 15 is what that says. As usual, I'm using the Gran Turismo HUD here in Assetto Corsa that I can link down below in the description if you would like to get your hands on that mod. I think it's probably my favorite HUD mod so far, as we are now putting pressure on the back of fellow Canadian and teammate here, Lance Stroll, and actually give him a little tap to the back, NASCAR style, a little bump and run. You see us slipping and sliding around. I guess you could say V8 supercar style, since we're in Australia now, and of course with how close NASCAR and V8 supercars are now, it's like an Australian NASCAR series now as we continue on through the final turn, passing Danny Rick. But hold on, again, that outside, look at that run, that outside gets, that was something that I was keeping in the back of my mind, for future opportunities in some of these passing zones, but really just trying to show my nose here. And again, same situation. If you go to that left lane or the right lane or whatever is the outside, you can really get going there. But a contact on the back of Danny Rick there. We go through, we take P11 now, as Daniel Ricciardo not going to have much to fight with us now as we head down towards the right-hander. He's actually trying to look up the inside. He'll be unsuccessful. He actually hits the barrier there, but watch us do this right here. A pass around the outside of Logan Sargent. A really fun circuit to drive so far here. Now, this is literally my first time driving this racetrack, so I was brand new to it. It's really not that hard of a racetrack to get acclimated to, as you can tell. I mean, we've only run, 5 laps, and now it took us till now to dump Charles Leclerc and keep his bad luck streak going. So, not what I wanted to do. The AI kind of have a weird checkup right there, and if you're not really paying attention, you can do exactly what I just did here now, as we continue to the back of now Pierre Gasly up inside the top 10, but we're about halfway through this Grand Prix. The leader has started lap 7 as we cross the line to start lap 7 ourselves, and here we go with the DRS, this heading up towards that right bend. I'm going to lick the stamp and send it. That was bold and aggressive, but it moves us through into P8, no contact. We get through, take the position, and now we can focus in on Yuki Tsunoda as we go to try and run him down now in the AlphaTauri, and it was coming pretty easy. I think I should have turned the AI up a bit further. I was running it on 95, for this video, as I felt like from past episodes in Assetto Corsa that was going to be a good baseline, but it was not, and we were absolutely flying right here now as we have run down the young Japanese driver as we continue on here through the technical section as we're right on the back of him, and I did it again. That is not what I wanted to do. Actually, I'm going to let Yuki have it. You know, I'm going to let him have it back because he didn't crash, so we can try to redo this. I swear none of the contact in this episode was intentional. It was just me being bad and unfamiliar with what I'm doing in Adelaide. So here's the opportunity, though. We're able to pass back Yuki Tsunoda here down towards the right-hander, really diving deep into that turn there, and we get the job done. So P7, Perez up there in 6th, Sainz 5th. I'm not sure who's 4th, but Russell, Bottas, and Albon leading in the Williams right now. How about that? As we are trying to run them down, but you can see we're 8 seconds behind the leader, 2.3 seconds behind Perez, which they are all right there in front of us here. So we're going to be able to get up towards at least a top 5 running position, but probably not go for the win because we only have 5 laps to go at this point here now. As you see all that Ticketmaster branding on the right side. You guys use Ticketmaster? I don't know. I've had a good experience. I've heard both ways. I've used them one time for a Blackpink concert. Okay service and a great experience at the concert as well, but I've heard many bad things about Ticketmaster. But you know, that has nothing to do with me trying to lunge up the inside of Sergio Perez, front wheel to front wheel contact, and again that outside prevails, so he stays ahead from that 6th position as we go around the outside again. Though, like I said, we've learned all race long that outside kind of prevails. So once again, the second time that we've tried the outside, the second time it's been a success as well. Now as it's Sainz and Oscar Piastri here in front of us, and we'll swing to the right of Sainz here on the run down towards the braking zone. A really deep lunge up the inside of Piastri as well, getting pretty aggressive, and now a big snap of oversteer. We save it, and now Sainz tries to fight back up the inside. Great part of the racetrack for some side-by-side action as well, and with the outside being strong, you can kind of go back and forth. There's some really good opportunities now as I've run into the back of Piastri right there. He gets it going, and I just binned it myself, so now we've just given up a couple of positions. Now we're 3 wide, actually. That's Tsunoda and Sainz who are looking to my left side. Let's hope we don't get killed right here into the right-hander. We're going to be okay. We somehow keep it all going. I mean, absolutely wild racing here this circuit allows you to have, but we once again run down Perez for 5th, Piastri for 4th, an aggressive lunge, and yeah, not what I want to do there, getting the elbows out, and we get physical with Perez, but we take the position anyways. But it was a poor exit, caught some curb. Perez, he's going to fight back up the right side as we drag race down the straightaway with 3 laps to go into the chicane. We're going to break way deeper than Perez there over the curbs. The curb's very rough through that first corner. Now you'll see a V8 supercar just, you know, launch over those curbs, no problem. As again, a huge lunge up the inside of Piastri, really getting aggressive, and a bunch of oversteer right there again. That's the second time we've had a bunch of oversteer after going for a deep lunge up the inside of Oscar Piastri here, but yeah, I wrecked him again. I swear that was not on purpose, but I just ruined his day and he'd be out of the race. So P4, we are 7.9 back from the top 3, so long story short, we're not going to be able to get there. We cut to the final lap and we've actually cut the gap down to 3.2 seconds, and we've only pulled 2.7 on Sainz, so I think we're all just quicker than the cars in the top 3 currently. Now, the only chance I had to run them down was the full commit here through the DRS into this right-hander, and you can see I paid the price for it. I decided to just full send it and just see if we could, you know, lick the stamp kind of deal and send it Daniel Ricciardo style. Unfortunately, it cost me a career, and yeah, we're getting fired from Aston Martin with the amount of cars that we have hit today, but we still get to bring it home here. Now Perez 5th, myself P6. Can we make one maybe last lunge up the inside of Perez through the final corner? We get close, snapping it out from the rear end. Not much grip left at this point in the Grand Prix. Here we go through the penultimate corner, setting us up for a lunge into the final turn. It's going to be close. Keep it as clean as we can. Perez gets to run off on the outside. He'll hang on. P6 as Albon wins in F1's return to Adelaide here. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Let me know what you think about the Adelaide circuit and how it suits a modern F1 car. I think it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.